Conviction under?
Under 364A and 302, my lord.
In view of the good ground shown, the delay of about 103 days in preferring the appeal is condoned and the appeal is taken on board. Paragraph, let the lower court records be called for immediately and adequate number of paper books prepared within 8 weeks from date. The paragraph appeal will appear for hearing in the week following. MC, criminal MC number 77 of 2022 is disposed of.
Item number 2.
How many days delay?
My lord, same. Arising out of the same judgment.
Same.
Only, my lord, here the accused is not convicted under 302. But it's all right.
Delay we generally don't look at. It's,
In fact, my lord, there is no explanation at all, my lord. But means it's
subjective satisfaction of the court.
My lord. Deeply obliged.
Yes.
Item number 3.
Please, Your Lordship. Lordship, the connection with the related to the matter in connection with the age, Your Lordship. The matter and controversy involved there are two advertisements.
Sorry?
There were two advertisements floated, Your Lordship. So at the first advertisement, Your Lordship, which was published on the 7/5/2019, Your Lordship, the appellant here, and she's still within the age limit. Lordship, she's at 39 years at the first advertisement.
Are you relying on any document?
I have the birth certificate, Lordship, of the appellant, so which indicate the age, and Lordship, the first advertisement was never cancelled. So the first application which she has made on the first advertisement was still considered at the second advertisement when it was published on 6/1/2020.
Leave is given to the appellant to apply for placing reliance on additional documents not produced before the single bench. Full stop. Such application be filed before the appeal is taken up for hearing on November 24. Full stop. The relevance of the additional documents proposed to be relied on will be considered at the time of final hearing. Do it by way of an affidavit today, no formality, just file an additional affidavit saying that we wish to rely on these documents. That's good enough.
I'll oblige.
Give a copy to them.
Yes. I'll oblige.
Obliged.
From the main list, item number 1.
Yes.
May it please Your Lordship. Lordship, I got a call from Mr. Dabnan. He has informed me that he is under bereavement, Your Lordship. He is not here. Even he is today also absent, Your Lordship.
Counsel for the respondent submits that he has received a call from advocate for the applicants that he has suffered a bereavement. Paragraph, let the matter appear on November 24.
Apply, Your Lordship.
Item number 2.
May it please, Your Lordship.
Yes,
My
sir.
Lord, I am in this case, Your Lordship, I am representing Srimati Patricia Nonsage. On the last occasion, Lordship, after going through the inquiry report submitted by the district judge, Lordship has drawn up a contempt proceeding.
Yes, where is she?
She has come, Lordship. Only thing, my Lord, I want to apprise Your Lordship, she is a lady from rural background. She cannot speak any other language
You don't
other
need
than
her to
Khasi.
speak anything.
My Lord.
We just need her presence over here.
My Lord. And my Lord,
Where is the money?
My Lord, I thought it appropriate, my Lord, on her instruction to file an affidavit.
Where is
I have
that?
filed an affidavit, Your Lordship.
Where is the money?
Money, my Lord, just if I can apprise Your Lordships, this compensation was paid to me in the year April 2016. Now, when this compensation was paid to me, my Lord, there was no proceeding, no restraint order, Your Lordships. Ultimately, the proceeding was instituted before the
There
Supreme
was a
Court.
freezing order passed by the Supreme Court.
My Lord, that was
You
in
were represented.
Lordship.
Why did you not indicate that the money is not there with me?
My Lord, one submission was made, my Lord, if I
Why
can,
did you not indicate to the Supreme Court when the order was made that the money is not with me?
Lordship, my Lord, here one
You
submission,
have a choice.
my Lord.
Bring the money back, or we refer the matter to the Supreme Court because contempt of the Supreme Court.
Lordship, if I can apprise Your Lordship one thing, one submission was made before the court, Supreme Court, that has been recorded, that 12 crores either in the bank or otherwise. In fact, what happened, my Lord, that I have explained in my affidavit, I have invested to the tune of 15.5 crores, my Lord, in purchasing lands. And this fact was brought to the notice
Where
of
is that land?
that land was in the same area, my Lord.
That land you still own?
Yes, my Lord, I have not alienated because there is
Produce the title deeds pertaining to the land.
already been taken over by the inquiry officer.
Already taken over by the,
Inquiry officer.
he's filed an affidavit, deal with the affidavit.
My Lord. And in fact, my Lord,
The person to the rule issued on previous day, write the date. Patricia Nonsage
nonsense.
is present in court. An affidavit has been filed on her behalf. Full stop, paragraph, it is suggested on behalf of Patricia Nonsage that the proceeds from the compensation received were immediately invested in purchase of other land. Full stop. It is submitted that details of the land have been indicated in the affidavit. Full stop. Upon the court's request to Patricia Nonsage to deposit the title deeds pertaining to the land, it is submitted that the same have been taken over by the inquiry officer. Full stop. Paragraph. The petitioner will deal, we are the applicant. The applicant will deal with the affidavit and the submission made to the effect that the title deeds pertaining to the parcels of land are in the custody and possession of the inquiry officer. Let the matter appear a fortnight hence.
My Lord, acknowledgement. My Lord, on behalf of the two officers, my Lord, we have complied with your Lordship's order.
Where are your affidavits? Let us see.
We have filed, my Lord. It's
Let
on
us see
record.
your affidavits.
It's on record. My Lord, only prayer if I can make, your Lordships, if your Lordship can dispense with her.
Yes. In view of Ms. Nonsage's presence in court today, her personal appearance is dispensed with on her undertaking to be present in court when next called for. Full stop. Please explain to her what is the meaning of an undertaking and the breach of an undertaking. Just now. What is the meaning of an undertaking and the consequence of breach of undertaking given to court? Very well. Yes. affidavits have a paragraph. Affidavits have apparently been filed on behalf of the two officials pertaining to their assets, full stop. That's it. After that, let the matter appear a fortnight hence. Yes.
Item number 3.
My lord, this is the matter, we have not been able to complete the service, my lord, on the respondent. Though much indulgence has been given to us, my lord.
Dismissing it. Since the union, this matter has been adjourned from time to time with repeated warnings to the appellant to effect meaningful service on the respondent or on erstwhile officers of the respondent. Full stop. Paragraph, since such exercise has not been completed and the matter is of the year 2020, comma, Central Excise Appeal number 2 of 2020 with MC Central Excise Appeal number 3 of 2020 are dismissed without going into the merits thereof. Full stop. None of the issues raised will operate as res judicata qua the appellant, comma, unless specifically decided earlier in other proceedings.
Well, here, my lord, there was one question of law, my lord, if that can be.
And we preserve that. We preserve that. It will not operate as res judicata.
My lord, what happened, my lord, to quay the petition, to quay the parties, my lord. Otherwise also, here the question, my lord, when there is a delay in payment of some kind of subsidy, my lord, whether the respondent will be entitled to interest on that.
Whether the respondent will be entitled to?
Interest on that, my lord. Normal refund, when this, an SSC has paid the money, my lord, if there is a delay in refund, they are entitled to interest.
But when it's a question of subsidy,
my lord.
so you can pay it years altogether.
My lord,
When I organize my affairs in a business, I take the subsidy into account. I take a bank loan.
my lord.
You must be alive to these things. In a commercial world, money does not come free. I obtain bank loan at maybe 14%. And my subsidy does not come for 3 years.
Lord, delay was because of the pendency of the proceedings, my lord.
Pendency of the proceedings cannot be. Interest is, you can look at interest in 2 ways. One is, you can buy a basket of goods and services today with X amount of money. Because of it, the same basket of goods being purchased, at a later point of time, the basket of goods and services costs more. You have to compensate. Interest is a measure of compensation for obtaining the same basket of goods as you would have obtained with the money on the anterior date. Interest can also be a penalty. Interest can also be damages. As far as it is a compensation, it's in the nature of damages.
Well, quay the petition, quay the parties, my lord.
Indian courts don't understand all this. Yes.
Well, there is matters pending. Guwahati High Court has given a different view, my lord. So that's why the occasion came to file an appeal against.
We're dealing with central excise.
My lord.
It's a commercial matter.
Commercial matter.
Central excise is, trusts don't indulge in sex. Educational bodies don't do it. Nor do religious bodies. It's a commercial organization which manufactures, and in a commercial organization, ultimately, the hope is profit. The purpose and hope is profit. And the only checks and balances that we can do is that it must be done in accordance with law. There is no embargo on how much profit you can make, as long as you do it in accordance with law.
But
Yes.
Item number 4.
So this is state appeal again, we have to wait for convergence and outcome.
Very well. Since the matter has to wait the outcome of another matter in which a similar issue has been raised, let this petition appear immediately after the vacation. Let this appeal appear. This is an appeal. No football fans over here.
England drubbing.
England drubbing was in the morning. I'm talking of US and Wales.